सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति। शङ्कराचन्द्रशेखरा गङ्गाधरा सुमनोहरा पाहि मां परमेश्वर मृत्युञ्जय विश्वेश्वर। शङ्कराचन्द्रशेखरा गङ्गाधरा सुमनोहरा पाहि मां परमेश्वर मृत्युञ्जय विश्वेश्वर। नीलकण्ठ भालनेत्र भस्मभूषितसुन्दरा पाहि मां करुणाकरा गिरिजेश ओंकारेश्वर। शङ्कराचन्द्रशेखरा गङ्गाधरा सुमनोहरा पाहि मां परमेश्वर मृत्युञ्जय विश्वेश्वर। ताण्डव प्रिय जय नटेश विश्वनाथ महेश्वरा पाहि माम् अभयङ्करा व्याघ्रचर्माम्बरधरा शङ्कराचन्द्रशेखरा गङ्गाधरा सुमनोहरा पाहि मां परमेश्वरा मृत्युञ्जय विश्वेश्वरा मृत्युञ्जय विश्वेश्वरा ॐ नमो नारायणाय 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 ॐ यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुवन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः In this session we are going to take up the topic of divinizing action. If this question is asked, why do we perform action? What should be the answer? We all perform action for happiness, yes or no? Yes. How come action leads to happiness? So we say we perform action in order to fulfill our desires. And when the desires are fulfilled, we are happy. Yes or no? Yes. So we work hard, then we get the desired object, and then when the desire is fulfilled, we are happy. Say for in this world, everybody is busy doing something or the other. And the purpose of action is only one, happiness. Now the scriptures say, are you sure that action will lead to happiness? The scriptures say, unintelligent action will only lead to bondage. Now, in this philosophy, work hard, get the desired object, be happy. Do you see any flaw? Is there any flaw? No, it's fine. Everybody is doing it, therefore I am also doing it. But when we come to the scriptures, when we study the scriptures, we come to know the flaw of this philosophy. What is the flaw? Kritimahau dadhau patana karanam phalamashashvatam gati nirodhakam. Unless you come to satsang, you will never know all this. Everybody is busy. Scriptures say, you are digging your own grave. The scriptures say, it will lead to bondage. Yajñarthat karmano nyatra lokoyam karma bandhanaha. It is called karma bandhana. Bandhana created by karma is called karma bandhana. But I don't see any bondage here. Okay. Now we will see what that bondage is. So what is bondage? Bondage is that state of helplessness where we lose our freedom. Yes or no? So bondage means a state of helplessness. Bondage means losing freedom. How can my action bind me? So, the first one. In the morning we have discussed this. I perform action for a particular result. So, karma, that karma leads to karma phala. That karma phala gives me sukha. And that sukha makes me attached to that thing. I have raga. And based on this raga, again I perform karma. So see the order. Karma, karma phala, sukha, raga, raga prerita karma. In this cycle, what is happening to raga? It is getting intensified. So whenever I talk of raga, understand dvesha also. So in the process, raga dvesha becomes very strong. My vasanas become very strong. So now, can I say that I am getting bound by my raga dvesha? You see the bondage there. See, many times physical bondage we are able to appreciate, but not the psychological bondage. Physically somebody ties us to a pole. Yes, I can understand. It's a bondage because I am not able to physically move here and there. There's a helplessness. But there is something called psychological bondage. I am stuck. So at the mind level, because of my intense likes and dislikes, I am helpless. Anyone to whom you are attached to, or anything to whom you are attached to, you will find that mind is stuck there. It's like a whirlpool. The moment you think of that incident, that person, that thing, suddenly the mind becomes helpless. It gets caught in that whirlpool. Gone. Mind is not available for anything else. Yes or no? Sometimes you hear people, that person I can never forgive. 20 years back he did this thing to me. I can never forgive him. And I can never forget. What is happening now? You are polluting your present with the bitter memories of the past. Yes or no? The present is gone. Peace of mind is gone. Everything gone. This is called as bondage. The inability to apply the mind in the present, because the mind is stuck either in the past or in the future. This is called as bondage. I am helpless. I want the mind here, but the mind is everywhere except here. Right? So this is a bondage. So whenever I perform action in order to fulfill my desires, this is what happens. The second bondage. Everything in this world is uncertain. You just don't know whether you will get it or not. You are trying for a desired object, but that object, I will get it or not, there is no guarantee. So what happens? As I am striving for that object, there is worry, anxiety, tension, fear, etc. Now, is there anyone who loves worry and anxieties? No. I don't want tension, I don't want stress, I don't want anxiety, but it is coming and I am helplessly going through it. Are you able to see the helplessness there? Are you able to see the bondage there? I don't want to be unhappy, but I am helplessly unhappy. I don't want stress and strain, but I am helplessly stressed. Right? So the mind is always there in the future. Will I get it or not? Will I get it or not? Will it happen or not? See? This is bondage. Right? Now, karma phala, again karma. Whatever karma phala you get in this world, it is only limited. Yes or no? Yes. Why? Because karma is limited. Limited karma can give only limited karma phala. Are we happy with limited karma phala? No. So the moment karma phala is over, again we do karma. Right? So throughout Kriti Mahaudadho Patana Karanam, Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi says, it is a Kriti Mahaudadhi, ocean of karma. Why? Because every karma, limited karma can give only limited result. So therefore, what I want is unlimited result, because what I want is unlimited happiness. I want this happiness to remain forever. But my happiness is dependent on karma phala, but that is limited. So therefore, how do I try to make this sukha unlimited? By doing unlimited karma. Are you able to see the bondage there? Every karma is limited. So I am going on adding limited karma to make it unlimited. I am stuck in action. Bondage. And now, another major bondage. What is it? Every karma will lead to karma phala. If in this birth I don't get karma phala, then I will have to take another birth in order to go through that karma phala. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. Repeated birth, death. Now this is another bondage. I am bound to this body. I am bound to this world. I am bound to repeated birth, death. When this satsang was going on in one place, one elderly man got up and said, Swamiji, so what? It's good to know. Coming back again and again to this world, you can learn so many things. You can enjoy so many things. You can see so many things which you have never seen in your past birth. It is a wonderful thing, no? What is the problem with repeated birth and death? You are all satsangis, so you should know. What is the problem? Janma mrityu jara vyadhi dukkham. Every time you are born, we are not asking why you are born. Maybe because of your punya karma you are born. But the point is, once you are born, whoever you are, pain of birth you will have to undergo. Pain of death you will have to undergo. Then there is sufferings of old age. Then there is sufferings of disease. All these things we have to go through, isn't it? So therefore, in spirituality, even taking birth is not considered a good thing. So I am bound to this body. So see the varieties of bondage. I am bound to my vasanas. I am bound to my likes and dislikes. I am bound to worries and anxieties. I am bound to a physical body. And in that also, how many mana, apamana, sukha, dukkha, oh my God. Dvandvas. I am bound to dvandvas, the pairs of opposites. You see? So therefore, all this bondage, because of whom? Because of what? Karma. My own actions. So therefore to say that, perform action, get your desired object and be happy. This equation is not right. Many times you get the desired object, when your neighbor gets more, you are jealous. Can you call it happiness? Many times you don't get the desired object. You are miserable. Even if you get it, somebody has more. Again you are miserable. And whatever you get, it is limited. It has to go. Impermanent. Again you are miserable. How can you call it happiness? Right. So this philosophy, work hard and be happy. Work hard, earn well and be happy. This philosophy doesn't hold water for wise people. Right. So naturally a question comes, why am I miserable? Even though I am working hard in this world, even though I have very many times we find in this society, the person has worked hard sincerely, earned well, children are well settled, but still there is a sense of hollowness. Somewhere the person feels, no, I am experiencing some sense of, unfulfillment. So where are we going wrong? You can't say this person is not working hard. No, very, hard worker. You can say workaholic rather. But still unhappy. He has achieved everything. All degrees, worldly degrees. Name, fame, power, position, possession, everything is there. But still, no sense of fulfillment. What is the mistake? The greatest mistake is he has forgotten God. Bas, simple. Why God is so important? God is the most important. We are alive because of God. First one. Our talents and abilities have come from God. The resources around us, it belongs to God. Everything has come from God, and now you think while after performing hard work and getting whatever you want and totally forgetting God, totally being ungrateful to God, you can be happy? Impossible. This is where Karma Yoga enters into picture. It is not just karma, it is Karma Yoga. Entire third chapter is dedicated for this. how we must perform our action. So that this action, it will not be a cause of bondage, but it becomes a cause of liberation. This action is a double-edged weapon. What do you mean double-edged weapon? If you handle it carelessly, it will harm you. And if you handle it carefully, it will liberate you. That's why this karma is called as double-edged weapon. So how should we perform our actions in such a way that there is material prosperity outside and there is spiritual evolution inside? How to make use of this action? That is the technique given in our scriptures. The 3rd chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Karma Yoga, deals with it. Right. Now tell me, all these techniques, should we study after retirement, or should we get this knowledge at a very young age? After retirement, when everything is over. Eyes cannot see, ears cannot hear, legs cannot carry the body. In a corner, this old man is lying down. Life is almost over. And then we come to know, oh, I have taken a wrong road. That's why we say Bhagavad Gita, this knowledge, at a very young age, we have to expose this knowledge to our children. They think they know everything. They don't know anything. They don't know anything. A little marks here, a little, certificate there, some degree. They think they know everything. They have not yet begun life according to scriptures. The term used for them is Mudha. Avidyayamantare vartamana swayam dhiraha panditam manyamana dandramyamana pariyanti mudha andhenaiva niyamana yatha andha. I hope you have understood. Avidyayam antare vartamana, remaining in complete darkness of ignorance. And what is their opinion about themselves? Swayam dhiraha, panditam manyamanaha. We are dhira. Dhira means wise person. I am learned, wise, educated. I know everything. I don't want any advice. I know. They call themselves dhira, pandita, etc. What do the scriptures call them? Mudha. Their condition is andhenaiva niyamana yathanda. They are like the blind led by the blind. You just see the society, you will find that this is absolutely true. Right. What is the purpose of life? Nobody knows. And the fellow who doesn't know, he is saying, I know it, come, follow me. Where is he going? Towards hell. Where is he taking everyone? Towards hell. You understood? Okay, coming back. So karma, we have to be very careful with karma. So actions can bind us. So now look at our own life. Is there tension, worry, anxiety? Then that means I am bound. That's it. You can test yourself. You don't have to go to any lab. Just close your eyes and sit. Is the mind wandering everywhere? Yes, this is bondage. I have no control over my mind. That is called as bondage. All kinds of negative emotions are there. That is called as bondage. How did I get bound? My own unintelligent actions. Right. how to come out. Yes. Ishwararpitam nechaya kritam chittashodhakam mukti sadhakam. Yes, Ishwararpitam, when actions are performed as a worship of the Lord, knowing fully well that, oh Lord, this ability to act, this ability to think, this ability to operate the sense organs, everything has come from you. So therefore, may these actions, may my duties and responsibilities, this very fulfillment, let it be an offering unto you. Let this be my worship. Ishvara Arpitam. When such actions, what will happen? Chitta Shodhakam, mind becomes pure, and such a pure mind automatically gets, what do you call, it becomes a prepared field to gain self-knowledge. So in Karma Yoga, we have 4 important principles to keep in mind. What are they? Number 1, Kartavya Nirvahanam. Perform your duties. Is the first one. Second one, Samyak Acharanam. Do it as best as you can. Samyak Acharanam. Third one, Ishvara Arpana Buddhihi. When you are performing this action, offer it unto the Lord. And fourth one, Ishvara Prasada Buddhihi. When the results come, receive the results as the prasad from the Lord. So these are the 4 important principles of Karma Yoga. Kartavya Nirvahanam, Samyak Acharanam, Ishvara Arpana Buddhihi, and then Ishvara Prasada Buddhi. Bas. So first one, Kartavya Nirvahanam. Do your duty. That's all what is needed in Karma Yoga. You don't have to take the burden of the world upon your shoulders. You have a little family, take care of the family. You have some job, do it well. Kartavya Nirvahanam. Whatever kartavyam is there, duties are there, responsibilities are, do it. Number 1. How you should do? Samyak Acharanam. As best as you can. You don't have to be number 1 in the world. Not necessary. As best as you can, do it. Samyak. Very well. And the third one, what is the third one? Ishvara Arpana Buddhi. When you are doing it, be aware of this fact that I am able to do this duty because I am alive and this life belongs to Him. It's His gift to me. Life is His gift to me. He is the one who is keeping this body alive. There are millions of factors necessary to keep this body alive, and all these millions of factors, food, water, clothing, temperature, all those things, He is the one who is taking care. Therefore, this life belongs to Him. And all those abilities and talents also belong to Him. With this feeling, Bhagavan, Tera Tujhko Arpan. This life is yours, talents are yours, resources are yours, instruments are yours. This ambience is yours, environment is yours, everything is yours. Therefore, Bhagavan, this is my puja unto you. This is my worship. Beautifully I do. As best as I can, I do. And then say, Bhagavan, because of your grace, it happened. There is no kartrutva bhava. Bhagavan, inspiration to do this act also has come from me. The most important thing is inspiration. If I want to do anything, what is the first thing? Inspiration. Where is it coming? I don't know. So therefore I say, Bhagavan, you inspired me, therefore I am doing this. So everything has come from you. Therefore, this action belongs to you. This is my worship unto you. This is called as Ishvara Arpana Buddhi. And then the last one, now you have performed action, results have to come. What is your attitude? Prasadam. Whatever comes, cheerful acceptance of the results of these actions. These results, you are the giver. Karturajñaya prapyate phalam. You see, karturajñaya phalam prapyate. By his command, this result is coming. In his omniscience, in his infinite knowledge, he has given me this result. So I accept it without complaining, without grumbling. Right? Such a karma yogi. Now see the earlier defects and see whether these defects will affect this person or not. Will there be any intense raga dvesha for this person, karma yogi? No. Why? He is doing it because it is his duty, not because he likes it. In fact, he will do only that which the Lord likes. So whatever he does, he doesn't ask this question, do I like or not? No. Will my Bhagavan be pleased with this? Then I will do it. So what is that which Bhagavan likes? He wants us to walk the path of righteousness. He wants us to walk the path of dharma. So every time I am taking adharma, there is a conscience prick. And the conscience prick is the indication that my Creator is not happy with me. So this karma yogi stops it. Whenever I do dharmic action, there is joy. This joy is an indication that my Creator is happy with me. So this person is inspired to walk. You see? So, actions are not based on likes and dislikes. We can say actions are based on right and wrong. Based on dharma. So therefore, he is not bound by ragadvesha. Now the second defect, worries and anxieties. Will it affect a karma yogi? No. Why? He is not doing for result. He is doing only to please the Lord. As far as the result is concerned, he knows whatever I deserve, it will come. I don't have to crave for it. Right. So therefore, there is no worry, no anxiety. And when he is performing action, he doesn't say, I am the doer. I did it. Because of me, things happen. No kartrutva bhava. He is just an instrument. Right? His joy is in pleasing the Lord. His joy is not in getting the result of those actions. And because he doesn't crave for result, he need not be reborn. Why are we reborn? In order to get the result. Why is it that the result should come to you? Result should come to you because you crave for the result. If you crave for the result, you will have to take another embodiment to go through the result. Here this person is not craving for the result. Therefore, there is clear detachment from karma and karma phala. The point is, he is not reborn because there is no desire for the result. So see, he is free from vasanas, ragadveshas. He is free from worries and anxieties. And he becomes free from repeated birth, death. So now, compare a karmi from a karma yogi. Who is a karmi? Karmi is a person who is performing action for the result. While performing action, a karmi is disturbed because of worries and anxieties. What about a karma yogi? Peaceful mind. After getting result, a karmi is disturbed. Why? Either he is too elated or too depressed, depending upon what he gets. Too much of elation also is a disturbance in spiritual language. So throughout his life, he remains disturbed. What about a karma yogi? While performing action also, mind is peaceful. After getting the result also, mind is peaceful. Throughout the day, he is at peace. So at the seat of meditation, what will be his state? Peace. The peace continues. Now, with respect to the material gain, who will get more? A karma yogi or a karmi? Karmi performs action with a disturbed mind, full of worries and anxiety. So naturally he will turn out an inferior action Inferior action has to produce only inferior results. What about a karma yogi? His action will be superior because at a sattvic state of mind he is performing action. So the action will be the best. Such an action will give the best results. So at the material level also, karma yogi is at a higher advantage. You see, karmi, disturbed mind, inferior material gain, and end result, bondage. What about karma yogi? Peaceful state of mind, free from all kinds of bondage, materially prosperous, and the very same karma helps him evolve spiritually. See the huge difference between a karmi and a karma yogi. An ocean of difference. And you know, there is another great benefit. What is the benefit? A karma yogi performs all actions to please the Lord. He does everything for the sake of the Lord. So now, whatever resources he needs to perform the action, who has to supply? Bhagavan has to supply. Just imagine. Just like a traffic police. He has some problem there, some problem in the traffic. So he doesn't have the resources to handle that problem, some fight or something. So what will you do? He informs the higher authority. Higher authority has greater power. So with all the power, the higher authority sends him to help this traffic police. Isn't it? If that person also cannot handle, he informs his higher authority. That higher authority has a greater power. Finally, if the police is not able to handle, the army comes into picture. Yes or no? Why? Because that traffic police, he is doing the job of the government, the central government. So the entire country comes to protect that police there, because he is doing his job. In the same way, when a person is performing action for the sake of the Lord, whatever he needs, whether it is knowledge, whether it is strength, whether it is inspiration, whether it is resources, whether it is wealth, who has to supply? Bhagavan has to supply. That is the story of Sundarkand. Hanumanji feels it is Bhagavan's work. Now I cannot jump this 800 miles. Now Bhagavan has given me this responsibility, so who has to empower me? Bhagavan has to empower me. And he leaps, there you are. People say, oh, these are all exaggeration. It is not exaggeration. The only lesson we have to learn from this is, if the Lord has given you a responsibility, He will also ensure that you fulfill the responsibility successfully. This is the message. How much ever big that responsibility may be, the Lord will empower you to succeed in fulfilling your duty. This is the message. Right. Just imagine, such an option is there in front of us. You don't have to do something different. Keep doing what you're doing. We have family responsibility. We have professional responsibility. Be where you are. Don't have to do anything. But just a change of attitude. That's all. I'm not doing it for me. I'm doing it for the Lord. Answer also should be clear. Why should I do it for the Lord? So whenever the intellect asks this question, why should I do it for Him? I don't even know whether He is existing or not. When such questions come, just pay attention your heart which is beating. These are some of the techniques, to silence the logical, critical intellect. When such doubts arise, how are you alive? Ask this question to the intellect. You are alive because there is a heart which is beating, isn't it? What is your role in beating that heart? You will find that the intellect has become silent. The atheistic intellect, pampered by the atheist of the society, the intellect becomes silent. What is our role in beating this heart? 00. Isn't it? So always remember this. I am a nobody. I am somebody because of the Lord. I am nothing. I have nothing. I know nothing. I can do nothing. If you remain in this level, your life will be full of peace. Don't say I am Brahman. Little knowledge is a dangerous thing, they say, no? Very dangerous. I might be Brahman, but at present I am not evolved enough to understand that state. At present I know only this much, I am nothing. This I know. No, Swamiji, is it not a pessimistic philosophy? I am nothing, I know nothing. What is this? Is it not very pessimistic and, No. You must say, I am nothing and I can do nothing, but by God's grace I can do anything. This is the philosophy. It's not pessimistic. By God's grace I can do anything. And this is exactly what Hanumanji told Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra. Bhagavan, I am only a monkey. The only thing I know is to jump from one branch to another. That's all I know. It is because of your grace that I could cross over the ocean. It is because of your grace that the entire Lanka could be burnt. Everything because of your grace. As far as I am concerned, I am 00. The whole of Sundarkand you will find this. Hanumanji falls at the feet of Bhagavan. Bhagavan is praising Hanumanji, but that praise has no effect upon Hanumanji. It was very clear. Bhagavan, I am at dust at your holy feet. That's it. This is the act with which a karma yogi functions. Absolutely no ego. Have ego, to that extent you have problems in this world. As Puja Gurudev used to say, greater the ego, greater the war. To the extent we can efface this ego, to that extent life will be smooth. To that extent you will find you are in harmony with creation. What is the proof that you are in harmony with creation? What is the proof? The proof is immense peace. Intense peace. Peace and clarity in thinking. Have you observed? The train is very clear which track to take, isn't it? There are so many tracks running here and there. When you see the tracks, you are confused, but the train is not confused. It knows which track to take. In the same way, this world is very complex. The world is complex, body is complex, mind is complex, intellect is complex, everything is complex. But for a person who has surrendered to God, everything is clear. What he is supposed to do, how he is supposed to decide, what decision he is supposed to take, everything is clear. The moment the ego rules the heart, that's it, we are finished. So a karma yogi is constantly effacing his ego through his action. A bhakta is also doing the same thing. A jnani also is doing the same thing. A karma yogi is also doing the same thing. There are all different ways to efface the ego. And this is the only tapas we need to do in this world. Ahamapetakam nija vibhanakam mahadidam tapo ramanavagyam. Ramana Maharshi says, this is the greatest tapas. What is the greatest tapas? Aham apetakam. Destroy this ego and allow the Lord to rule over you. Nija vibhanakam. Karma yoga is nothing but this. So therefore, this is the technique to divinize our life to divinize our action. So don't have to escape from the world, not necessary. Remain in the world. Face the challenges. Perform your duties. Remain wherever you are. That is the message of Bhagavad Gita actually. This whole message of Bhagavad Gita was not given in some ashram, some peaceful place. No. In the midst of battlefield. By one grihastha to another grihastha. Not by one sannyasi to another sannyasi. No. What is the message? We are all having our own battles, isn't it? Yes. So spirituality is not something which is divorced from life. No, it is something to be practiced even while we are battling in this materialistic life. It is something which can be practiced by everyone. It is available. It is a message of Bhagavad Gita. Right. So may we all benefit from this knowledge. May we all divinize our action and evolve not only materially, that is also important. Material prosperity is important, and also at the same time spiritual evolution also is absolutely essential. Right. The next session we'll take up another topic. What is the topic? Dealing with life's challenges. Yes. बिना ये ज्ञान कहाँ रे मनवा, बिना ये ज्ञान कहाँ रे मनवा, बिना ये ज्ञान बिना ये ध्येय अधूरा, हरि चरण कमल कैसे पाऊं, बिना ये ज्ञान कहाँ रे मनवा, बिना ये ज्ञान कहाँ, काम क्रोध मद लोभ मोह मिल, अहंकार है जीव का दुश्मन, काम क्रोध मद लोभ मोह मिल, अहंकार है जीव का दुश्मन, भक्ति विनय से सेवा भाव से, भक्ति विनय से सेवा भाव से, जानो ये गुरु महिमा रे मनवा, पहचानो ये गुरु महिमा रे मन, पहचानो ये ज्ञान बिना ये ध्येय अधूरा, हरि चरण कमल कैसे पाऊं, हरि चरण बिना ये ज्ञान कहाँ रे मनवा, बिना ये नित्य निरंतर अंतर्यामी, हृदय विराजे मेरे स्वामी, कैसे पाऊं उस भगवान को, कैसे पाऊं उस भगवान को, गुरु कृपा के बिना रे मनवा, गुरु दया के बिना रे मनवा, गुरु ज्ञान बिना ये ध्येय अधूरा, हरि चरण कमल कैसे पाऊं, बिना ये ज्ञान कहाँ रे मनवा, गुरु बिना ये ज्ञान कहाँ रे मन, गुरु बिना ये ज्ञान कहाँ रे मनवा। ओम सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। असतो मा सद्गमय, तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय, मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ। श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ।